One thing that we want to just chat about briefly is the use or the lack of using treats when training. I've got here in my hand a little dog biscuit, and you can see how focused Izzy is on this treat. Now, when I'm training, I never use treats. And the reason that I don't is because there's a few reasons. One is that you get a dog who's just simply fascinated and obsessed by these little treats, that all they want is this food out of your hand. And yes, they will perform for them, but if you examine dogs in a pack without human intervention, dogs do not use treats or bribery to gain authority or respect from other dogs. They use a scale of increasing correction. And so one dog will arise as the pack leader based on the discipline that he has given to each and every dog according to their individual personalities. Now, in the beginning, if you use praise and discipline as compared to treats, you will end up getting what looks to be the same result initially. But the part where the treats begin to fail is when the dog is off leash at a greater distraction, and they choose that they would rather have the other distraction over the treat, and they know that there is no consequence for them not returning to you or for doing the command, whatever it might be. Whereas when you use a method of praise and discipline without treats, the dog understands, no matter where it is, that there is always a consequence for not responding to you, and that is when you get a dog that you can trust. Doesn't matter what's going on. When you give a command, the dog understands the reward that it will get, which is your affection, but also the discipline that it will receive if it chooses to ignore you. So by removing treats completely from our training, we get a dog that we can trust under any situation. Hey buddy, you want this? Would you like that? That's Izzy's first treat. A lot of times when people have gone to your basic puppy type class at a major pet store, they will use treats heavily in their training process. And I've heard of situations where the socializing aspect with the puppy towards strangers is that they will take each other's pups and pass them around the circle to the new person that they're meeting, and each person will give that puppy a treat. What they're teaching the pup is not that human beings are nice, but that all human beings that they come into contact with in the early formative years of their existence in our world is that human beings are passive and submissive, and they relinquish the one main element of life that dogs always will fight or be dominant for. We are going down the road of teaching our dog aggressive tendencies when we fall into this societal trap of giving our dog a cookie or a treat out of our hand. Whether or not we ask the dog to sit is inconsequential. We need to resist the temptation to follow along these bandwagon approaches.